Hello there. This is the second video regarding the Chinese heater. Just thought you might like to see a follow-up on the first one. Now admittedly I didn't go into huge details of how I've done it and so on, but don't forget there's so many of these videos around, and I thought, well, there's no point in me doing any more as well. But I just let you know how we've got on with it. Now, since the initial video we had it sitting on a piece of copper laminate board. That was never the intention to always have it like that. So basically we've got two plinths. The lower plinth, which is the larger one, has a number of holes drilled underneath the smaller plinth to aid in cooling. There's also 6 holes being drilled, which I think I might add another 2 or 3 to it as well. Probably a couple on the front, maybe not so much on the back of it, but certainly on the front of it. I'm thinking about doing the one that's nearest to the exhaust outlet. The exhaust is covered in heat reducing tape, etc. But as I said in the first one, we've got the exhaust coming through to the plate and outside. I'll show you outside. It's not been fixed yet. The rain's been off on and on and on. It's never stopped. It's still raining, and it's just sitting here at the moment, coming out of there, and a wee extension piece, and a bit of steam coming out of it. It's just condensation, it's not smoke, you'd expect. I've got a shield to make for the intake as well. Here, gas cylinder's going away, I don't need it any longer. And this will all be tidied up. But as you can possibly see, it's still raining. Aye, just flip the door over. Anyway, we've painted it black with exhaust paint. That does actually make a difference to the heat that is dissipated by these the covers. It's dissipating more heat. The actual heat on the boxes is a bit less, about 5 or 6 degrees centigrade lower, and that's a good thing. The pipe obviously is sitting about, I don't think this is any good for that. I'm going to try it though. Anyway, the first thing we'll do is actually, we're on level 2 at the moment. It's quite low, and the floor temperature was about 10 degrees. We put it up to outlet. Let's see what it goes up to. So it's 115 degrees centigrade coming out of it, and that's on number 2. We'll turn up to number 3 actually, and we'll see what happens. Right, let me put it back up, and we'll also go back down to number 1. I don't know how accurate these wee thermocouples are. I do actually feel it's much warmer. And, it depends where you put it, I think. I've never found these wee things that accurate, to be honest. The wee annealing meters are quite good, but I don't think these thermocouples are that great. It feels warmer to me, put it that way. Oh, 20 degrees centigrade, pretty good. Let's see if we can get a reading on this pipe. I don't know whether or not we can. We can get an accurate reading there or not. Certainly around about the 200 degrees mark anyway, I would say. 240, 250. Yeah, it could be around about 250 degrees centigrade. Well, that's right as it comes out of the machine, don't forget. And we've got the wrap round it inside as well, inside the box. I did think about putting a small fan under the front just to give it a little bit cooling. I might consider doing that, although the box, I mean, I can hold my hand in the box quite happily. Yeah. So let's say, yeah, it's about maybe about 50 to 55 degrees on the side of the box, so it's not excessive. In fact, it might be an idea just to poke the thermal probe in there and just see what it says. Roughly about what I thought, to be honest with you. So it's not excessive by any means, and that's probably the hot side of it. Let's put it on the cool side, which is this side. I would say this is cooler, this side. Let's try it in there, in that hole. Yeah, it's about the same actually, and it's high up, so that's where the most of the temperature is going to be, high up. That's acceptable. That's fine. Okay, let's just check the output again, because it definitely has got warmer. No doubt about that. So let's see what it's saying. 122 degrees, pretty good, and that's on setting 3. Alright, well, I should get too warm in here now. So we'll go up another one. We'll go up to 4, and it's 15.7 degrees on there. Don't mind the mess, that's to be done. Couple of amateur radios down there, blah blah blah. Anyway, quite a lot of tidying up to do yet. As you can hear, the fan noise is increasing, obviously, as you increase the temperature. Oh, and incidentally, we've marked off the fuel tank with a minimum level that is safe. We don't want to go below minimum because you start drawing air in. You don't want to do that. So just marked it to there. And I've marked a 1 litre and a 2 litre line. I'm going to wait till it goes down to the 2 litres, and then I'll put another litre in it and mark off a 3 litre. I don't think I'd ever fill the tank full up. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't like the way it's screwed to it's mounted. It's not clever. So I'd rather put maximum of 5 litres in it, no more than that. But I think that might last quite a while. Anyway, let's just monitor this temperature again. It definitely seems to vary where you put this thing in here. Burning my finger. Move that a wee bit away from there, that's sore. That's hot. 130 degrees. That feels like this. Look where I've got my hand. There, it's burning me. Aye, even there it's burning me. I mean, that is hot. And don't forget, it's only in level 4. There's another 2 levels to go. So, I mean to say, right, okay, that's too much. Let's turn this down because it's getting far too warm in here. No matter what the gauge says. We'll turn it down to 1. We'll turn it at 1. It says 16 over there. Actually, when I had that thermometer down here on the bench the other day, it was reading 22 degrees. And it does actually feel like that. So yeah, I'm very pleased with it. As I say, it's screwed on the floor with 4 brackets. I took away the laminate, the copper board there. It's a backup where it was sitting before, and it's as far as I'm concerned, it's quite fine there. It's solid. It will not get moved about. Even if somebody knocks into it, it'll be fine. I'm actually thinking of buying another. The prices are so good at the moment. I've seen them down as low as 66 for the same model. And the reason why I would buy another is not to use it, but just to keep it as a spare, because the prices are so great. And buying, I was also thinking of buying some bits and pieces like gaskets, a glow plug, etc., etc., just to keep them in stock. if the unit breaks down. Now, to actually get it off of that is not a problem. It might look a bit of a faff, but it's not really. There's 3 brackets. There's one at the back and there's 2 at the front to hold the where it sits onto the larger plinth. They come off. It's the same with the 4 around the side. They come off dead easy, so you can get into it. Once that's up, you've got enough space to get into. Just disconnect the exhaust and the air intake. Once those 2 are off, you can lift it away and do any maintenance that's required. So not really an issue there at all. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with it. I mean, even now I'm sitting here and I'm where I am, you know, from my body to the heater, it's very nice. It feels lovely. The outside temperature today is 7 degrees, and the big advantage about this in comparison to the gas heater that I had before is it's not going to give me all the problems with condensation that I used to get in here. It's just recirculating the air around, it's heating it up, and I've got my dehumidifier on, and it's only taken a small amount. It normally would take, by now I would have had to empty it if I'd had the gas heater on. So obviously we're going to get less problems with dampness in here for the likes of the valves and things like that I've got. That I've had quite a number of them with the some of the B9A versions going down to air from the pins, and it could well be to do with the condensation and possibly freezing in the winter, or dampness or corrosion coming up there. So yeah, it's it's definitely a boon. The floor temperature is very low. I did actually think about well, it's come up to 11. It was very low, but you mean at the end of the day, if I turn that round to there, it's going to come up. Look at that, already shooting up to 23, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. It's just rising all the time. Well, it's more or less stabilised now, so it could be maybe about 40 degrees there from that distance, and it's still, don't forget, picking up the cold from the floor. And we're on low level, we're on number 1 as well. Actually, this might be quite a good test for you to see the difference when you do turn up the power. So we'll ramp it up to 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what that does. Let's see how quickly it rises. So the meter will probably go off. It's been on for a wee while. So 42. Obviously it's not instant, because by the time the burner increases the output, I would imagine you'd probably start to notice an increase at any time now. There we go, 44. Oh dear, gone down a bit. Not supposed to do that. That's the meter going to cut out. Hold on, just restart it. There we go. 44. Yes, that is really warm there. I can feel that. That's actually very, very warm. When we first lift that slightly off the floor. Look at that. 46. Oh, I can't do that. I mean, I really don't think these thermocouples are very great in those wee meters. It's a lot more than that, I can assure you. Burny, as they say up here in Scotland. Anyway, there you go. Enough of that. I think we've had enough. Anyway, we'll turn this back down. There's no point in running it as high as this. Sorry, my video's a wee bit sugary. Sugarly's a Scottish word too. I'm sure that many will understand what sugarly means without me needing to explain. So there you go. Temperature 16.5 in here now. It feels very nice, no complaints at all. Everything seems to work as it should do. Fuel consumption is absolutely terrific. It was on for a good number of hours yesterday, and I used maybe about 0.3 of a litre. It seems to be doing under 0.1 of a litre per hour, with on the kind of lower settings, and the lower settings are fine if the ambient temperature is not too cold. So yeah, but thoroughly recommend it. But maybe not the nicest looking of installations, but certainly it does the job. It's a corner of the shed that's not really used. I can still get into the bits and pieces here if I wish. It's not a problem. I need to take all the stuff off the box right enough that's sitting there, and I can lift that box, which has got an old TV tube in it, incidentally. But that'll probably land up in the loft shortly, to be honest. So yeah, I can still get to everything. There's not a problem, and I'll be more comfortable when I'm using my DX10 when I'm doing a bit of HF. Okay, thanks guys for looking. Hope this has been of interest to you. Not a difficult thing to do. Like I say, there's plenty of videos on YouTube regarding how to do it, where to put it, etc, etc. This is done on the cheap. I'm not. I don't have a lot of. I'm quite good with mechanical stuff like cars and things like that, but certainly I don't have vices. Well, I do have a wee tiny vice, but I don't have bench drills. I don't have welding apparatus. I don't have a lathe. I've got a hacksaw and I've got a grinder, and that's about it, really. And of course all the electronic stuff that I've got. So it just proves the fact that this can be done with a wee bit of ingenuity. You don't need to have a degree in mathematics to work out the sizes or anything like that. You don't need all that. You can quite easily do it, even on a budget. And this was, I can assure you, was done on a budget. So very happy with it. It will save me quite a considerable amount on heating, because of I used to use the electric and the gas when it was very cold. And of course the safety aspects of having a gas heater in a shed is not good, and that's what I wanted to obviate with. I wanted to do away with that. Okay guys, thanks for looking. Take care everyone, and look forward to doing the next video in the next maybe few days or two or week. Take care, and if not beforehand, I wish everybody a happy Christmas. Bye for now.